I've been watching, and I know you've been watching too. So come peep this. Hi, Peep fam. Welcome to Come Peep This. I'm Miss Series, and I do not miss a series. I review everything that I watch. That series from Married at First Sight and 90 Day Fiance, all the way to Billions in the Shot and everything in between. I have my master's in psychology, so we're going to use some psychology, some common sense, and a whole lot of giggles to get through this. Let's get it. 90 Day Fiance, Patrick and Thais. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So it starts off with Patrick saying, hey, I spoke to my brother and my other siblings. They're going to be in Orlando, Florida. So I was thinking, let's have the wedding there. Okay, I have just one thing to say. Patrick, what happened a couple of episodes ago when you couldn't buy a pillow? What happened to that? Because ever since that conversation that you had with her inside the furniture store, y'all have been jet set, or at least planning on being jet set. As soon as that conversation, phew, you went to Vegas. Stayed at a beautiful hotel. Eating at restaurants, doing everything. And then you get home to Dallas, now you pew, ready to go to Orlando, Florida. Like, which one is it? What happened to you complaining about buying that pillow? You didn't want to buy a pillow a few days ago. Remember? I guess not. I guess he said, hey, that's in the past. I'm done with that. Now I can buy tickets, but I'm not gonna buy a pillow. The money not moneying? Or is the money moneying? Or the budgeting? Like which one is it? Pick a side. I have never known anyone to complain about the purchase of a pillow. Not even a set of pillow. We're not talking about a body pillow. We talking about a standard home decor. Hey, I want this pillow. But then go and buy 2 tickets to Vegas. Stay at a 5-star hotel. Like, which one is it? You're confusing me. And I say, y'all, Thais need a plan. She keeps complaining that she doesn't have, a say. She feels like Patrick is controlling things. But Thais, you need to get a plan to get an income. To contribute in some way. She's 100% dependent on Patrick. Even to cook. Like, she's not doing anything. But she want to say, what are you contributing to get to the point to where you have a voice? You have to earn that voice. You have to contribute in some way. We're going to get to it. So we see Thais sitting down with some friends. They're out having drinks. She got 2 girlfriends there. But coming to find out, those are the friends that she met at the party that John threw that she didn't want him to, throw at the house. The housewarming party. Those are the same girls that Patrick took his thick self into the room with her and said, oh, they're all ugly. You're a beautiful Brazilian. Those are, ugly American girls. Y'all remember that? Okay, well, now they're best friends. Now they're at the table. You know what really pissed me off about this scene, though? Thais sitting at the table with her friends, drinking, having a good time, is how relaxed she was. She was having a good time. She was on chill mode, not a care in the world. But just last week, Patrick was sitting having drinks with his brother and his co-worker. And homeboy was sweating bullets. He was nervous, uncomfortable, scared, in panic mode. You think his neck was big today? His neck was Huck mode. That's how tense he was. By sitting having drinks with his brother and his coworker. But she out with her friends and she's relaxed. Not a care in the world. Not on edge at all. But she like to keep him like that. Well, he allows her to keep him like that. While he's with his brother and his coworker. Come on. But she sit there and she tell them, hey, I haven't told my dad yet that I'm getting married. And the American girl, she said, oh, well, I don't know how y'all do it in Brazil, but here we tell our dads. And the Brazilian friend immediately said, no, we do that too. This is something Thais doing. This don't have nothing to do with us. It's not a representation of how we do things. This is Thaising. This is what she do. But yeah, we'll definitely tell our dad. And her dad are close. They're really close. But she won't tell him that, hey, I've decided to marry this man, move to a different country. She hasn't told him anything. At what point is it disrespectful? Like you're a grown woman, right? You made your choices. You giving us very much, little girl. I'm scared to go tell my daddy. Go tell your dad of the choice you made concerning your life. Like that's not good. Like, make a better choice. And you know to make a better choice. Stop lying. At this point, you're lying. It's been a lie. You're keeping up a facade. So next we see them. Patrick and his brother John, they're picking out suits, and then John sees that his brother is, a little uncomfortable. He's not as happy as he usually is. John is saying, you need to tell Thais how you feel. You need to express your emotions, because he's seeing a change in him. And then Patrick gonna say, well, it's not natural for me to express my emotion. Just like it's not natural to some people to squat 600 pounds. I don't know why people are so weak. Peep this. You remember you was on those roids? Yeah, you cheated to get there. You was on those roids. Hard. Building muscle mass. Acquiring that strength. So your analogy it's not analogying it. It's not adding up. It don't go together. A person's inability to express emotions, and your ability to, squat 600 pounds that you cheated to do. Because when you're on roids and you're going real hard, you still keep that muscle mass, you still keep that strength and conditioning. So what do you cheated to get to a place, and you're trying to equate that with someone's emotional maturity and awareness? I don't get that analogy, Patrick. Sometimes I be like, I don't know about Patrick, and I don't know about his learning. I don't know. Sometimes I just be like that, and this is one of the times I like that. So that's what it is. But I'm gonna say this: a problem is not the expression of his emotions. Well, the failure to express his emotions. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. Nope. Not at all. He can try to convince us that's the problem, but that's not really the problem. The problem is he's not ready to address an issue. he don't want to address a problem, which is Thais running through his money. She running through his money with no brakes, no yield signs, no red lights, and she not slowing down at all. He is bending over backwards to do everything for her, and she's contributing nothing. That's the problem. That's not, I can't express my emotions. That's you can't affront and address the issue directly. That's your problem. It's not your lack of emotional maturity. You're scared. You're scared to go to her directly and be like, hey, we got to put you on a budget. You cannot be running through my money like that. You just can't. But he's not going to do that. He's going to say, it's his emotional maturity. I don't think so. Nope, I call cap. I don't think so. I think he's going to allow fear to lead him to brokenness. I'm not talking about emotional brokenness. I'm talking about financial brokenness. He's going to let fear make him broke. Because he's too scared to tell Thais, stop spending my money like that. He said, since you've been down here, I done spent $10,000 plus on you. We haven't even started the wedding planning yet. The wedding purchasing. Now we at that stage. And now all of a sudden he's, emotionally stunted. He's not emotionally stunted. He's scared. He's scared to address the issue, which is Thais' inability to be financially wise, to be financially cautious. He doesn't have that type of partner that will cover you financially. That will say, babe, let's get this one instead of this one. Because they know how finances are. They know how money works in the real world. In the United States, because things are getting expensive. Even more expensive. And so a good wife, a good partner would be like, hey, babe, let's opt for this instead of that. But that's not in Thais. Because she's very much kid. She's very much girl. She very much, I didn't hit the lotto and I'm going to act accordingly. But you have given her that. You've given her that space and that room to do that. Patrick has taken full control of the wedding planning. He's been pulled a Kara. But no, not quite a Kara, because even Kara gave Guillermo a honey-do list. Like, hey, go get your tux or go get... Patrick is on the phone booking makeup artists. He's booking Thais's makeup artist. He's doing all the wedding planning. Now, I agree with Thais. Ooh, I almost couldn't say it. Hold on. I agree with Thais. Ooh, it hurts to say. I agree with Thais. Ooh, could barely get that one out. When she said she should have a say in her wedding, I totally agree. She should have a say in her wedding. But he knows her. He knows her. So he won't give her a say because she's going to say whatever comes to her head. She's going to say and point and desire and demand and require of him to provide whatever she pick out. So he was like, hey, I'm going to see the options and I'm going to do what I can do. Because he's on a budget. He's scared to put this girl on a budget. That's why he's, in my opinion, that's why he's taking full control of the wedding planning. Simply to conserve money where money can be conserved. Stretch money where money needs to be stretched. You know, so he can handle that. Because he knows Thais is not going to. That's not in her wheelhouse. She won't be able to do that. He needs to put her on a budget. Be confident enough and secure enough in your relationship to call her out on it. Because then it'll help her so much. Because she's like, oh, I'm missing out on planning my wedding. Which, that's what your fear is also doing. You're robbing her of the opportunity to plan her wedding as a wife. So confront the elephant in the room. I mean, it's making a lot of noise and it's poo-pooing. It's poo-pooing everywhere. So, you know, like, it's breaking stuff. So let's get the elephant addressed. Let's address the elephant in the room, which is Thais. She's the elephant in the room. Her immaturity financially. Let's address that. Because she is bringing nothing to the table. He makes her breakfast. This is Patrick saying, I make you breakfast. I have to get her up in the morning. I get the dog ready. She does nothing. Patrick does everything. See, this is the problem. Patrick thought that this was going to be a moment. He went to Brazil, you know, partying, balling out, treating her like a queen, which he should, paying for everything, flipping the bill for everything. So she came down here and expected the same thing. She kept on saying, oh, you wasn't like this in Brazil. He was on vacation mode. You cannot be on vacation mode all the time. He done brought you down here and set you up real nice. He said he took you shopping. He done bought you a phone. Okay, now it's the reality check come in. Literally the reality check. Like, okay, she not bringing home any checks. And I talked to the electric company. And I talked to the cable company, and I talked to the grocery store, and they said that they're not going to take a cute smile and a firm handshake as payment. No, you have to come with some finances, and you cannot run through them, and that's exactly what she's doing. She's running through them. See, this is the problem. He gave her the stereotypical American dream. Put her in $1 million house where she don't have to do anything, don't have to lift a finger. He's making her breakfast. Now this is my thing right here. With her cooking, because we know she can't cook. Y'all remember that, right? The mustard and the ketchup? Y'all remember? So she can't do that. It makes me mad when I hear a woman or a man say they can't cook. If you can read, you can cook. I'm going to say it again. If you can read, you can cook. As long as what you read don't say, put mustard and ketchup and then make the chicken cook for a whole hour. You know, swipe left or swipe right. That's not the right recipe. With the exception of that, if you can read, you can cook. Like, get in there and make this man some dinner. He's working all day. And I'm not into the traditional roles like that. I am a feminist, you know. But no, if he's working all day and he got to get you up in the morning, he's making breakfast and that. I don't want to see anyone doing 100% of the work. Do 100% of the providing. You would think by the way that he cooks breakfast, he has to get her up. You would think that she's a child or something's wrong with her. She's able-bodied and she's a grown woman. I don't want to see anyone struggling to do that. That's not being a good partner. He's working all day. He's cooking every meal. And you just sitting there. No goals, no ambition. And that's Patrick's fault too, because what kind of man is attracted to a woman that brings nothing to the table? Like nothing, like not even I don't even see them having stimulating conversation. I mean, she brings an attitude. That's it. She thought that vacation Patrick was Patrick. No, that was a moment. That was him in a moment. That was him in vacation mode. Taisha said, no, you thought that was just going to be vacation. You thought that was just going to be your life. That's your life. Like he said, no, this is what I'm expecting for you. This is a lifestyle. You thought that was just, Patrick thought he was just going to do that for a moment, for a little bit. She said, no, this is our life. This is what I'm expecting of you. I'm expecting you to cater to me while I do nothing. I contribute nothing. While I lie. While I complain about outcomes of things I contributed nothing to. You thought it was just going to be a moment? No, Patrick, this is your life. And you chose it. Ugh. Y'all, that's all I have for them. Whew. Like, subscribe, and comment. Get in those comments. I always reply to my peep fam. Let's get it.